Going to make a very bold statement. I'm going to live to be 100 years old, and I am never going to be old. Now, I'm in good company when I make that statement. The story is told that one day Charles Fillmore, Unity co-founder, walked into the Unity offices and wrote on the board. He wrote, "I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm to go forth to do the things that need to be done by me." He was 93 years old at the time he made that statement. And that's not how we think of 93-year-olds. We think of them as sitting in a rocking chair, yelling at kids to get off of their lawn, with having nothing more to give to the world. But Charles Fillmore fairly sizzled with zeal and enthusiasm. And this wasn't the first time he had made that statement. In his book, The Atom-Smashing Power of Mind, he uses this statement at the beginning of chapter 3. And nowadays, when we think of someone with a lot of zeal or enthusiasm, we might think of football fans who go to the game and they're roaring and yelling for their team. But if the visiting team happens to score more points, maybe the home team doesn't score any points, their zeal, their enthusiasm quickly fades. So what is the difference between that type of zeal and enthusiasm and the zeal and enthusiasm that can keep you sizzling at age 93? You see, if you're a football fan, your zeal is contingent on something outside. It's contingent on your football team scoring. And when they don't, you lose your enthusiasm. But when you think of zeal and enthusiasm as one of the 12 powers that you were gifted with by God, when you think of this zeal as a spiritual quality, then you can keep that zeal sizzling well into your old age. I have found that when I know who I am and what I'm here to do, that it is easier to keep that zeal and enthusiasm going. And so I've come up with a few questions to help us hone in on who we are and why we're here. The first question is, what makes your soul sing? Now, this is going to be different for everybody. Maybe it's singing. Maybe that is when you feel most alive, is when you're singing. Maybe it's when you're watching your child play. Maybe it's when you're sitting on a riverbank and listening to the sounds of nature. But whatever that is, figure out what makes your soul sing. The second question you can ask yourself is, who do you want to be in 10 years? Do you want to be leading a spiritual community, either in person or online? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? When you get a clear picture of the vision you want for your life, then it is easy to maintain your zeal and enthusiasm as you do the things that need to be done by you. And the third question is, how do you want to be remembered? Imagine it's your 90th birthday party. What do you want people to be saying about you? Get those qualities going today. Then you can call on your power of zeal and enthusiasm so that you fairly sizzle and live to be 100 and never be old.